Before you use that Berkey water filtration system, you need to prime those filters, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do it right now on Amy Preps. When you get your Berkey water purification system, it's going to come with 2 filters. Now we're going to need to prime these filters before using the Berkey. Priming basically means that we're going to force water into these filters before we use them. It's pretty simple. There's 3 different ways that we can do it, and I'm going to show you all 3. First, let's open it up and check it out. We have 1 filter. And 2 filters. We also have a little brown priming button, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use this with our faucet. And it also comes with a set of instructions. I'll show you those as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the first method, and we're going to use the faucet for this one. So if you have running water, this is a really good way to do it. The first thing I'm going to do is take this little piece off. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to take the priming button and put it right here on the top of that thread, just like that, just so that it's flush right across there. And what we're going to do is we're going to use cold water. We're going to turn that on and force it into this filter by pressing this up against the faucet here. Now water is going into, and I've got it fairly low, but water is, oh, it's also spraying a little bit, which is normal. So we're forcing water into this filter. I'm going to turn that down a little bit and press up against it. So we're going to do this until water starts beating out of the filter, and it's doing that right now. Let's see if you can see that. So we're forcing water and it's filling it up. You can actually feel the weight getting heavier. So I'm going to press that there again. We're just going to do that a bit longer. So water is now filling up into this filter and beating out, and that's exactly what we want to see. So with a little bit of a pressure, I'm just pressing it up against that that water spigot. Sometimes it's going to spray a little bit, and that's okay. So you can really tell the difference in the weight. It doesn't take too long. And you see about how I don't have that faucet going too high. So you don't want this. You don't want to drizzle. Just a little bit right about there is really all you need. If it's spraying all over the place, you know you've got it too high. When you press it up against it, whoop, there's a little bit of spray there. I'll turn it down just a little bit. And there it is, filling it up. That filter is now primed and ready to go. Another option is going to be soaking. If you didn't have nice, fresh, clean water coming out of your faucet, then you would have to have access to some clean water, something to put it in, and you would just set your filter down inside that water so it's covered all the way up, and then it's just going to soak for about 24 hours. Here is our third option. We're going to use the black Berkey primer. It comes in these little pieces. We're going to put it together, and I'm going to show you how to use it. This is what the Berkey primer looks like all put together. So what we're going to do is take one of the dry Berkey filters and attach this little piece just by kind of screwing it on. We need some nice, fresh, clean water again. So we have our water ready to go. We're going to take the dry Berkey filter, put it right there inside, and we're going to start pumping and squeezing until water comes out this end. You can hear water in there. and it's feeling heavier. It's just taking longer than I thought. I think we're getting there. Oh, we're getting some water. See it right here? Starting to come into this tube now. Success. Took a lot longer than I thought it would, but this filter is heavy, it is full of water, it is primed, and it is good to go. So off this piece comes. And we have a primed filter ready to go. There you have it. 2 Berkey filters primed, ready to go. I think my favorite way of doing this was definitely using the faucet with that little brown priming button. It was the quickest, it was the easiest. But listen, you might find yourself in a situation where that's not an option. Maybe you don't have clean drinking water flowing from your faucet. So just know that you do have other options in order to prime these guys and get them ready to use. So if you have any questions about anything you saw today, hit me up in those comments below. I'm always happy to get back with you. And thank you so much for sticking around with me today on Amy Preps, and I'll see you next time.